Hey guys, Matt Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health, and I coach busy people to create fitter and healthier lifestyles with my PT, my boot camps and my nutritional consultations. Welcome to today's free live training, and I know so many people have been waiting for this one. I've been putting social media posts out there over the last week saying if I create free training on how to create your own nutritional plan, who would want it? And so many people have sent me their names. So we're going to start today with part one of a three-part series on creating your own nutrition plan for free. This carries on directly from the last series of training videos where I did create your own transformation for free. And if you use that series of videos, free videos, and this series of free videos, bolt them together, you are going to have massive success on your health and well-being journey. Oh, but before we start on this one, I just need to finish my weight loss detox and cleansing drink, guaranteed to give me results in 14 days. Really? Absolutely. Really? Right. That is exactly what this video is not about. I'm not going to sell you gimmicks or fads or anything. I'm going to give you real scientific information that's easy to digest so you can take it away and focus on creating your own nutritional plan for free. More importantly, that you can stick to. So before I get stuck in, if you're watching this live right now, I want you to type the word live, or if you're say hello, good afternoon, say hi Matt, I'm with you and I'm listening. If you're watching this on replay, just go in the comments and type the word replay, because it's great for people like me to know who watches things live, who's watching it on replay. If you're watching it at some point in the future on YouTube, don't be typing live or replay, because it'll be weeks and months later and I won't be monitoring and that sort of stuff. So in part one of three, create your own nutrition plan, I want to cover what is great nutrition. I want to cover the 3 or 4 main food groups. I want to cover how you should be monitoring your nutrition. And more importantly, what's the one thing that you need to decide right now about your nutrition before you can go on to steps 2 and 3 of creating your own nutritional plan. So let's get stuck in. Create your own nutrition plan, part 1. Basics. What is food and what is great nutrition? Okay. It is what we take in our mouth that supplies adequate calories and adequate nutrition for survival. Now let's just break this down and think about it. If you're on a calorie controlled diet of say 1800 calories per day, you could have 800 sprouts or 6 glasses of Prosecco and you have fulfilled your calorie need. But remember, great nutrition is sufficient calories and nutrition for survival. Now in the 800 sprouts and these 6 glasses of Prosecco, you've got 1800 calories. You've got very little nutrition there that covers everything. Likewise, if you were to go down the nutrition route, you could have 6 salmon fillets. That will give you roughly 1800 calories. Okay? But it's missing some of the food groups. It's fulfilling protein and fats, etc., but it's missing some of the other food groups. So part 1 of this series, I want you to take away that a great nutritional plan is sufficient calories and nutrition for survival. And it's got to be a good mixture of the two. If you're just chasing calories, you could be missing out on this. If you're just chasing nutrition, your calories could be all over the place. So just be a little bit careful. I want you to see nutrition as fuel that you put in a car. So remember, we can put the wrong fuel in and we can also put the wrong amount in, can't we? We can put not enough in to get us to our destination, but also we can put too much fuel in so it's sitting there doing nothing. And regarding our body, that comes in as body fat. So the next thing I want to discuss, bearing in mind now that we know that great nutrition is sufficient calories and nutrition, I want to talk about the main food groups, because the majority of people have a lack of understanding with that. So the first main food group is protein. I'm talking fish and meat and eggs and dairies and the vegetarian options and all that sort of stuff. Protein is required in every cell of the body for when cells die and when new cells are being created to keep the body living. So you must have a basic protein requirement every single day, no matter where that comes from. So protein is the building blocks of the body. Next main food groups, carbohydrates. That's your pastas, your rices, your potatoes, your sugars, your fruits and all that sort of stuff. That is what provides the body with energy. Think of the main energy source of the body. So carbohydrates gets converted to glucose and the body can then use that energy. We have to be a little bit careful with carbohydrates because not enough, lacking energy and concentration, too much gets stored as body fat, just like petrol or diesel in your car. Third main food group, dietary fat. Okay, there's bad fats and there's good fats, but examples of fats, cooking oils, butters, nuts, oily fish, all that sort of stuff. The things that you think perhaps on a Mediterranean diet with oils and dressings and all that sort of stuff. So fat is required for a great hormonal profile, great functioning of the brain, and also sort of waterproofing and lubrication of the body. Again, a little bit like carbohydrates. Not enough, we're going to start having problems. Too much can get stored as body fat, can lead to other health problems as well. So they're the three main food groups: protein, carbohydrates and fat. We've got other groups, we've got fibre and water and macro and micro minerals, but it's not relevant for this training right now. So the next main thing I want to just share with you is any good nutrition plan has some form of monitoring. Now, that monitoring is down to the individual. You could find your version of monitoring by attending some sort of club, a Slimming World, a Weight Watcher, blah, 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 blah. A club that you go to, get weighed in, given guidance, and you're going to follow some sort of structure. So that may be one way of you monitoring what you're doing with your nutrition. Another way to do it can be with apps and trackers like MyFitnessPal, where you scan your food, put the barcodes in, and you're keeping on top every day of calories and protein, fats, carbohydrates, and it's giving you some sort of feedback. The next way of doing it is a handwritten log, some sort of write this, you write it down, and depending on your results, you can go back and have a look at your log and you can start analysing, or getting someone like me to analyse your figures and go, this is where you're going wrong, this could be better, or carry on doing what you're doing. The next way of monitoring your nutrition could be portion control. So you may have a real good understanding of protein, carbs, fats and all that sort of stuff, and you're monitoring what you're doing with your goal via your portion sizes. You know that a roast dinner this big is going to lead to perhaps not some great results, but you also know that a sensible size roast dinner with your protein, your carbs, your fibre, your green veg, that's going to lead to some better results. So quick recap so far, and then you've got something to do. You've got an action point to do. So what great nutrition is: sufficient calories, sufficient nutrition that leads to an enhanced survival of the body. Three main food groups: protein, carbohydrate and fats. Main ways to monitor, and this is personality based: club, written log, some sort of app or tracker, or portion sizes. Right, let's get into the nitty gritty of part 1 of 3. What should you be doing now before you can go on to steps 2 and 3? You have got to know your nutritional goal. Again, you have got to be crystal clear on what your nutritional goal and your outcome is. Here's the 3 main examples I've seen in my 32 odd years of coaching. You either want to maintain your weight. So if you use the scales, or if you look in the mirror, or if you look at photos, or if you go by dress sizes and clothes sizes, you want to maintain exactly what you've got. You want to carry on doing something similar to what you do, and you want nutrition to help you with that. So maybe as you're getting older, you want to keep the same body shape, but you need to manipulate your nutrition to help you get to that. So that's the first main thing that people need to do. They need to decide whether they are maintaining their weight. Second goal people have, some people want to lose weight. Some people have checked their BMI, they've looked on the scales, they've had a look on the photos, or clothes are getting too small, or they have decided they need to lose some weight. That's the next main goal. And then there's a small percentage of people that actually want to gain weight. Some people feel that their body shape doesn't serve them and they want to put some lean muscle mass on. They'd like to get a bit more curves, a little bit more muscle mass. And a small percentage of people are looking to increase their weight in conjunction with sport, gym, exercise classes, this, that and the other. So, part 1 of 3 of creating your own nutritional plan, you must decide what is your nutritional goal moving forward. You must decide, are you maintaining your weight? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Or something very close to them three. Before you can go on to designing your own nutritional plan, you've got to decide, maintain, lose, or gain. Right, here's what I need you to do before next week's part 2. I want you to be very critical. Remember the food groups. Remember the ways of monitoring. Remember that great nutrition is a combination of calories and nutrients. I want you to have a real good think, are you monitoring your food properly? I want you to have a real good look at whether, are you getting the 3 main food groups every day? And I want you to be crystal clear on what you would like out of your nutrition plan moving forward. So over the next 6 days before part 2, you should have in your mind, my nutritional plan goal is to maintain weight. My nutritional plan goal is to lose X amount of pounds. My nutritional plan goal is to gain this amount of weight. That's all you need to do, but it's the vital first step before you can go on to step 2 and step 3. Right, that's it for today's free live training. As always, if you found this useful and you think somebody else definitely needs to hear this information, I want you to press the like button. I want you to pop something in the comments and go, I understood, I like it, I'm going to do it, can't wait for part 2, something like that. More importantly, hit the share button and send it on its way. Maybe tag a friend, tag a family member, or just press share. Let's get as many people in Tamworth as fit and healthy as possible for free, without detoxes, fads, cleanses, and all the rubbish that's out there. Right, you know what your homework is before next week's session. I love you all loads. Press like, press share. If you watch it live, tell me. If you watch it on replay, tell me. Love you all loads. See you soon.